Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Benefits Cool Down. I'm Eric Silverman. That everybody knows by now is my good friend on the West Coast, Ed Legande. And Ed, what are we talking about today?
What do you mean? What are we talking about? You left us on the edge of our seats last week and you mentioned usability. What in the world does that mean? Walk me through that.
Usability, cliffhanger, edge of the seat, suspense. You guys, everybody watching, you didn't know you were watching a suspense thriller, did you? This is pretty cool. Insert thriller music, right? No, I'm not going to do that. Guys, the question last week that we went over was the employee budget and prioritization. What I asked Ed was how, if I'm an employee, should I budget and prioritize benefits for my hard-earned dollars? Voluntary employee-funded benefits. There's so many different options out there in the marketplace. I still have regular everyday bills to pay. So how should I prioritize? And I mentioned at the very tail end of our last week's episode that we should talk about it from a sense of usability. And what I mean by that is the reason why employees typically, and even employers, but definitely employees, prioritize dental and vision and pet insurance and ID theft protection. They prioritize and budget those benefits in a much higher way than they prioritize voluntary guaranteed issue buy-up life insurance and or shorter long-term disability, which is your income protection. The reason is usability. The reason is nobody can imagine, and nobody wants to imagine the morbidity of they're going to die. Death and taxes are the only two things that are guaranteed in life, right? Nobody wants to think about death. Nobody wants to think about becoming disabled and not being able to earn an income to provide for their family. Well, what can they imagine? Well, little Susie, my daughter, is going to need braces, and my son, I got to take him every 6 months for his dental checkup, and my husband wears glasses, and my wife wears contacts, right? And and we have a dog and a cat and 3 lizards, and it's really expensive to go to the veterinarian, and we go anyway, so definitely got to look at pet insurance. Oh, and geez, we can't open up the iPad or go on Twitter or check Facebook or God forbid we read an old-fashioned newspaper without seeing every other week about, no offense, Home Depot, but Home Depot just had 50,000 credit cards abducted, and Target just had 1.2 million identities stolen, right? So therefore, ID theft, think about it from a usability. People can imagine themselves quickly and easily using dental insurance, vision insurance, pet insurance, prepaid legal as an example. Divorces happen, right? Speeding tickets, DUIs, that's stuff that's usable on a day in, day out basis. Life insurance, it's not sexy, my friend. Disability, nothing sexy about it. And it's not fun to think about. But me as an advisor, if somebody asks my opinion, and don't worry, I'll give you my opinion regardless of if you ask or not, that's what I'm paid for. If I'm giving you my opinion, you're going to get the truth. Now, what you do with my opinion is completely up to you. But the truth is, life insurance and disability, I would even put disability a little bit before that, but disability and life should be prioritized at the top end of the budget. If you're looking at your budget and you have XYZ amount of money to spend every week out of your payroll, put together a small, good strengthened disability plan and life insurance. And if you had to pick between short and long term and you could only do one, pick short term, because by definition, as night follows day, short term is going to happen before long term. I'm not saying long term is not important, but if you got to pick one, start with short, right? So short term disability, life insurance, a solid financial planner will tell you to have at least 8 to 14 times your annual income in life insurance that's guaranteed and fully portable. Get some voluntary buy-up life. The employer-funded 25K or 50K or one-time salary is just not enough, and it's typically not portable. It's a group platform. So that's where I would start if I'm advising. Yes, dental and vision and pet and ID and accident, critical illness and hospital. There's so many great benefits out there. And if you had an unlimited budget, get them all. But the reality is, from a prioritization standpoint, you hit the nail right on the head last week. The way it's presented impacts it greatly, whether it's a group meeting presentation, whether it's an online benefit enrollment system like Ease or Employee Navigator or PlanSource or bswift. The order in which you place those items does indicate, perception is reality, that the employee may want to consider things based on that. Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. You be the judge. All my advisor, broker, consultant friends, What's your opinion? Drop it in the comments below. You've now heard Ed's view. You've heard my view. We love to debate. So tell us if you agree or disagree. I hope you disagree because I want to debate. Let's do it. Maybe we'll have you on the show in a future episode. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm Eric. That's Ed. And we'll see you next week on the Benefits Cool Down.
Thanks for joining us.